Welcome to the Three Tynes podcast. Today we're visiting the village of Wark in Northumberland on the banks of the North Tyne, where the Mechanics Institute and Town Hall is the venue for some remarkable gigs organised by folk singer and songwriter Ian K. Brown. Musicians come here from across the north of England and the borders to perform an informal concert to an audience that ranks as one of the friendliest you could hope to meet. Ian puts in a tremendous amount of work as promoter, organiser of seating, host and support act, playing his own songs and covers accompanied by singer Louise Ainsley, whose partner Dave Ainsley does the sound. Today's guests are the Celia Bryce Band, led by singer Celia Bryce, whose compositions with bassist Colin Bradshaw make up most of their repertoire. The band play carefully crafted songs featuring close harmonies. Though loosely falling within the genre of Americana, that term does not do justice to the range and melodic scope of their material. We could not record the band playing live due to the difficult acoustics of the hall, so the songs you'll hear from Celia Bryce in this episode are the published versions. Ian Brown's songs are recorded live.
These roads are paved with the feet of mine as the roll of wheels and thud of hooves. These sands are soaked with the sweat of dreamers, the salt of tears, the gold of fools. These streets are flowed with the rush of hunters, the soup of dust and falling rain. These seas are swilled with the fevered hope as the waves of wishing swells of pain. Gold is gone with the hair poured into him. Gold is gone, I hear you say. Gold is gone with the hair poured into him. And you all have a blessed day. You all have a blessed day.
My name's Jimmy Newark. I live in New York, and I first met Ian Brown the last 2 years ago at the Bar Fest in Bellingham. Yeah. I think it's Bellingham. Basically become good friends. Started doing these ukulele. He did ukulele classes, yeah. And then from there we've just really got into folk festival and music. My wife Val, she really enjoys Celia Bryce Band, and she's back now. We've literally, believe it or not, we've just come back from Poland. So we've been in Poland all week, and we got back late last night. Wow. And we jumped in the camper van this morning and drove up here to see it. But no, we really love the music scene up here is very, very good.
These streams have run through sits and rockers and hopes that rise and sink like stone. These parts are scarred with the train to nowhere, the ghosts of mine is blood and bones. Gold is gone with the hair poured into him. Gold is gone, I hear you say. Gold is gone with the hair poured into him. You all have a blessed day. You all have a blessed day. Hello, I'm Celia Bryce and I sing in the Celia Bryce Band.
I'm Colin Bradshaw. I play acoustic guitar and bass and sing.
And where is the band from?
Well, mostly North Tyne side. The fiddle player, Mike Swindale, he lives up in Allenheads, so our rehearsals are sometimes down in Tynemouth, sometimes up in Allenheads, depending. But yeah, 2 of us are from Tynemouth, 1 from North Shields.
And how would you describe the type of music that the band plays, Colin?
I guess it's roots music. I mean, it's a mix of folk and country and a bit of blues and a bit of jazz influences, a bit of gospel influences. It's all original material, but yeah, it's a melting pot of various different bands that we've played in over the years. It influences from all of those.
I'm interested to hear you say that it's original stuff, because a lot of bands, especially playing smaller venues, will do covers, not necessarily exclusively, but a lot of covers. So have you ever done covers? Have you always been an originals band?
We haven't always. We played in a sort of a country rock band together, and before that it was a soul band, all covers. We played, and before that I was in a ceilidh band and a folk band, but nothing original came out of that. But always I've written. I write. I'm a fiction writer as well as a songwriter. And after many years of playing in bands and doing covers, I just decided, really, let's just do some original material. The thing is, it does restrict where we can play. However, audiences do sometimes like to hear a song they know, but sometimes when we're playing, people know our songs now, which is quite nice. So we occasionally do covers. If we're doing... we often play in a place called the Ship in Low Newton by the sea, and we tend to put a few Eagles numbers in there, a bit of Patsy Cline, along with our other stuff, just really so people who've never heard us before and who are just coming to sit outside a pub, they probably do need a little bit of stuff they know.
So you mentioned Marvin Gaye. Any other influences that we would recognise?
I don't know whether how many people know Gretchen Peters, but she's a phenomenal American songwriter, and I'm very much impressed by her songs and by Mary Chapin Carpenter, who they both write songs which have stories. They're basically stories made into songs, and that's how I like to write. I suppose ballads, but so I would have said that basically those 2 female songwriters influenced my writing.
And apart from Marvin Gaye, Colin?
I go on the dark side rather more. J.J. Cale, the Tractors.
Encompassing everything that's reflected in your music.
A couple of songs Celia was commissioned to do for, I think it was the 800th anniversary of Hexham Abbey. And we're doing both of those tonight. One is Ian's favourite song of all time, called Hexham Tans, which is about the gloving industry from Hexham.
A lady fair lives on the hill, I would dearly hold her hand, but the only way I ever will is when she wears the Hexham Tans. She favours me with pretty smiles as she passes by each day. I'll have her token by and by, and I'll marry her someday. Oh me, oh my, she is her father's pride and joy, her mother's only child. Oh me, oh my, they'll never let her wed a wild and sorry clever boy. So I leave this place until the day I can meet her on the hill with a fortune in my pocket, leave the glover's toiling still. What will the lady do for gloves, and will she wear them still, when she learns that I have gone for love, and to meet her on the hill? Oh me, oh my, she is her father's pride and joy, her mother's only child. Oh me, oh my, they'll never let her wed a wild, sorry glover boy.
I'm Rob. My wife goes down to Ian's ukulele classes on a Tuesday evening.
That's a surreptitious network in the.
It is. There's quite a few of them in here tonight, and we've been coming along to these because Ian invites his whole class along every time. And I mentioned to Ian one night that I'm a member of a photo club. And so immediately, every time I come to one of these gigs, I find that Ian has left me his camera on the table. So Val comes to listen to the music, and I love it as well. But I also have Ian's camera to take some photographs for the evening. We've travelled down from concert, so it's quite a way down for us. But it's just such a different evening.
And have you heard the Celia Bryce Band before?
No, never heard of them before. Really enjoying it. We've enjoyed everything that we've heard when we've come down to these gigs, but no, I'd never heard of Celia Bryce before, but I'll certainly be looking out for anything she's doing in the future.
Some of you know this is called Biker Hill.
If I had another penny, I would have another Jill. I would make the piper play the bonny lass of Biker Hill. Biker Hill, Wark ashore, Collie lass forevermore. Biker Hill and Wark ashore, Collie lass forevermore. The Dipman and the Keelman trim, they drink bumble made from gin. And to dance they do begin to the tune of Elsie Marley.
My name is Tricia Gillespie, and I live in the North Tyne. And I'm here because I love to support live music, and we're very privileged that Ian puts on these wonderful events and very close to where we live. And we're having a lovely evening, and I'd like to spread the word so that more people come out for live music.
Find a hill and walk ashore, Collie lads forevermore. Find a hill and walk ashore, Collie lads forevermore. When first I went down to the dirt, I had no cowl nor no big shirt. Now I've gotten 2 or 3 walker pits done well by me. Like a hill and a walk ashore, Collie lads forevermore.
My name's Paul and I live just outside Bellingham. And I enjoy country and folk music, and it's got me out of the house tonight. So,
Have you been before?
never been to Wark Town Hall for 30 odd years. The last time I was here was a young farmers disco dance type evening. So,
So you live in Bellingham, which is only about
5 miles.
5 miles
Yes,
up the road.
yes.
And it's the first time you've been to one of Ian Brown's gigs.
I've seen Ian Brown at Barfest in Bellingham. Yeah.
So you mentioned earlier that it was a choice for you this evening between a raucous night in North Shields and a quiet night in Wark.
A quiet night in Wark, just along the road, and an early night in my bed. So
And it was a wise choice.
it's a wise choice. I'll know in the morning it's a wise choice.
Now I take off my plimsolls, put on my shoes, and hurry out of the gate. My sister is there, and I tell her Popeye's on tonight, so we mustn't be late. 'Cause it's home time now. Meet my sister outside the gates. Next year she goes into the big junior school, and she won't get home until late. But it's home time now. Popeye's on tonight, so we mustn't be late.
Louise, how come, or how did you come to be singing with Ian?
I've been helping on the door, and I was just there, so, and I knew most of Ian's songs by the time I'd heard them a few times, and he said, well, you may as well join in, so so I do.
And were you a singer before that, or did you?
Yeah, I do. I've done all a cappella group called On Call. Sort of might get going again, you never know. And choirs and folk club.
You perform solo anytime, write your own stuff, anything like that?
I have written some of my own stuff, but that's my goal this year, is to possibly with the guitar. I'm always trying to persuade David to play.
I was most recently I was in a Celia band, Wark Weasel.
That's a very famous Celia band in these parts.
That's right, yes. So I was in that band from pretty much the start. I stopped playing basically because of the sort of travelling, and the kids were young and just away from away at weekends and stuff like that. So before that, I was in a local folk band called Badger in the Bag many years ago, based in Hexham, which was quite good fun. We did quite a lot of folk clubs and festivals, but I feel more comfortable behind a mixing desk, I have to say.
What would you say has been your biggest challenge being the sound guy at one of the Ian's gigs?
Well, in this village hall, it's drums. The acoustics are not particularly conducive to drum kits.
You need to mic the drums all.
The thing is that the drums are so naturally acoustically quite loud anyway, and the hall is designed to project sound, and it's really it's just the acoustics of the whole of this song.
We just love coming because it's a real informal night, as you say, and he's just a great facilitator of music, which is sadly lacking in the North Tyne Valley, really.
Have you been before?
Oh, loads, yes,
Loads of times.
yes. I think we've been to about 4 or 5 gigs.
Yeah, 4 or 5.
Something special about seeing live music.
Ian Brown, well done, very good day. What time did you start this afternoon?
We start setting up at 3:30 in the afternoon.
And it is now 20 to 11. That's a long day, isn't it?
I'll get back at 12:30.
How many gigs like this have you put on in Wark?
We've been doing them since things opened up after COVID. So we've probably done about 10 to 15. The custodians of the hall also come to one of my ukulele groups, and they wanted this hall, which is a lovely hall, to be used as much as possible. So that's why.
And was it by design that it's come to be such a friendly event? Because I've never been to an event before where there are name cards on the table, so you sit next to somebody, and even if you don't know them, you start talking to them, don't you?
Since I started seriously putting on gigs with Dave Ainsley, who's my sound man, that's what we've done, because it's better to have that. Sometimes if there's a free-for-all for seats, then there's gaps and you can't fit in groups next to each other, so I've always done that. And it also helps you to get to know them, put names to faces as well, and it is friendly. But I think that's part of the whole experience that we try to put together. It's got to be a good night. You know, we sell quality, but we also sell something that's got a bit more than that, that's personal. You know, I can probably say something about most of the people in the audience, and sometimes do.
But there are some people who come from Wark, and some people who come from a very long way away, aren't there?
Yeah, had some people up from York, some people up from the Midlands. There's some people come from Concert, people from Hexham. So we tend to pull them in. So I'm delighted.
Long may it continue.
Now you walk back right through my door, and
very lucky that we have people like Ian Brown on gigs like this.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Because it's great. Yeah.
You've got to have that drive, haven't you? And know that sometimes it's not going to work. Other times that it might be brilliant, but you have to have the drive and the passion, I think, for someone like Ian to do this.
Yeah.
Because it must be hard work.
Yeah, I think it is.
From setting up chairs and all sorts of finding people to perform, setting up the room and everything. Then at the end of the night, clearing the room and all of that. It's hard work, and you do have to. You have drive and passion to want to do that.
Perhaps mention that Ian is not only the support act and promoter, but he's been out there putting out the chairs this evening as well, and deciding where people are going to sit. Yeah. So he's done very well. Thanks for listening to the Three Tynes podcast. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Information about the songs and links to the band's social media are listed in the show notes. Please subscribe and tell your friends about us.